and other stuff. But basically, what's a quicker way rather than go through all their symptoms? What's a quicker way to just get to the bottom of that? Is it just to ask, look, what is the biggest thing that's holding you back
I
right
would
now?
generally, there's two big problems that people will face that you can put them in, you
Yeah.
can put a bucket into, right? Actually,
Okay.
since Greg, I had reviewed one of Greg's calls and he had the internal versus external. Greg, if you want to explain that one and your thought process behind that, I think it'll help for Adam since it's offer specific.
Volume? No?
I can hear you.
Oh, you can
I
hear
can
me?
hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that was kind of a question I wanted to bring up as well, because I feel
Oh,
like it's
all right.
I feel like it's well, like just throwing like it kind of goes back to like when we were talking about the insurance yesterday of like kind of throwing a question out there where it gets them questioning on like something like that they're missing that's going to pull them in, right?
Mhm.
So in the offer like Adam with that one, because they're going through all these different things, right?
Yeah.
And when I switched it to like the question I ask is like, have you ever done any work instead of like either or? I'm like, okay, you've done a lot of stuff in courses and programs and stuff like that. Have you ever worked on or gotten support on working on your internal operating system? And when I asked it that way, they automatically come up with like, oh, I haven't. And now they're like, oh shit, I'm missing something, right? Where that's
Right.
maybe what I'm missing, and then kind of go into like next question of like what's kind of coming up now where you feel like is there something that's came up that you need some help or support
So,
with now, right?
so a lot of things you could do is you could either do a problem bucket or you could in terms of a problem bucket, usually people fall into two things. They're either dealing with this or they're dealing with this, right? Would you say you kind of fall into either one of those? And then at that point, if you force them down one of those paths based on what they're saying, right? So you'll take what they're saying and you can just give it a either or. So
Okay.
if you do something like that and then you just have them justify as to why they think it's that specific thing, then at that point, they'll dig into the problem deeper. Then you have the core issue. Then you can get the concern of what's the concern if you don't
Right.
actually fix that.
Mm.
So
So, for instance, it would be, are you someone that struggles with execution, or is it overwhelm that you're really struggling with? So you can get two potential things that they're coming up with. Which one is it describes you in more detail?
yeah, if they give you a shotgun of problems, whichever ones are the sound the most impactful, or
Yeah.
specifically are usually the most impactful, you can throw those into a problem bucket of a either or, right? Or you can just ask them
Right.
outright. You kind of mentioned that one there. Like, is that one the biggest limiter for you actually being able to be consistent or be Real quick before you go, if anything I just said hit, you'll like what I'm about to tell you. There's a public leaderboard live right now where closers are racing to double their cash collected in 14 days. They get real trophies. Public ranks a $1,000 cash prize every month for the closer at the top. The math is simple. Take your last 14 days of cash collected and beat it. Closer doubling from 5K cash collected in the last 14 days to 10K. It's the same tier as a closer doubling from 50K to 100K. So you get the same trophy, the same recognition, and you're never in the wrong weight class because it's based off of your ability to grow. So it's free to join, it's free to learn, and it's free to start growing today. The link is in the description. Click join, and I will see you on the board.